So here we are. It is officially 2 weeks since finding out about my mom and the potential health issues that we are trying still to determine and finalize a plan for. But as I was dressing her this morning, it um, made me contemplate things that just 2 short weeks ago was our emergency room trip and what now has been a change as to how things were going. Um, so we were able to take the weekend and kind of get into a routine, needing to see how that home health care in the home was going to take place. Still tag teaming with other family members in order to make sure she's covered while I work, while they work, while we do the things that we have to do. But ultimately, full time care for her at this point is required. She's gaining a little bit of strength. She seems to come and go with being able and wanting to eat, but a couple of really good meals. I kind of took the challenge on to not only feed her nutrition, but make sure that it was going to be something that encouraged her to reflect on good times and memories and all that goes along with that. So Saturday I made legit real pasta for her so that our trips to Italy would come to mind and she would enjoy that when we did the spaghetti bolognese. And much to my surprise, she did pretty good on that meal and was very happy with it. So worthy of the memories, I think, and worthy of that extra time and effort. But then Sunday, I was like, where would you like to go? If you could go someplace, where would you like to go back to? Because we've been to so many wonderful places, or maybe someplace new. Again, just trying to give a glimmer of hope, something for her to look forward to, something to not only reflect upon, but to give that idea of still wanting to be here, still having a purpose and a reason to be around. Um, just really trying to keep that in her and active. And of course, Paris. Paris is her place, and we loved going there. We promised each other we were going to go back and go to Montmartre and see Sacre-Cœur and the beautiful view from high atop. And I'm really wanting that to take place and still be something that we can do. So the real endeavor I took on was to begin the process of making croissants. So my mom loves to get those fresh European croissants and all of the layers that go with it. One of the cafes that we stopped in was in Paris and just full of beautiful pastries in the fresh baked section and everything like that. And somebody had pistachio, which is her ultimate favorite. So I did a variety this time of making a pistachio croissant, doing the pain au chocolat, because she loves a little bit of chocolate every now and then also with the almond croissant, just to give a little bit of a taste sampling for her. And of course, as you knead that out, each time it has to rise and set, and seems to be the mantra I'm having to deal with is hurry up and wait. But I do know that that process is necessary in order to get the rise and the layers for this pastry. But baked those off early this morning so that when I was getting her up and ready for the day, I said, oh, and I've got a surprise for you. And I really felt warmed by the smile, the enthusiasm that she had. She was like literally a kid in the candy store pointing at the tray and choosing which one she wanted to start with. And anyway, that kind of wrapped up what was the highlights for this weekend. Um, Difficult because there's been several instances where the coughing just onset of a coughing attack, and it's hours of just brutally racking her body, trying to get breath, a catch where the throat will clear. I mean, I have tried absolutely everything, and of course, none of the medicines that the hospital sent home is to address the cough. She's completed the antibiotics, and I don't know that that was anything for the cough, but probably for another factor. But I also have to be conscious of not giving her something that is going to hurt or cause issue for her otherwise. And so between throat lozenges and hot tea, spoonful of honey, I mean, everything I could think of has basically come down to what can I do to get this cough to alleviate so that she could just go to sleep. So it seems to get worse in the evening from right after dinner, 6 o'clock ish, to when she's ready to go to bed. And it's just overcoming her to try to cough. There's not really anything coming up at this point. It's just that hacking cough that you feel like something's there, but nothing is coming up. And hopefully I get a conversation with the doctor before the time that we are scheduled to go in and find out results, just to see if there's anything more that can be done. And what we're working on now is just every day trying to make some progress. If she can get some stamina and build up some energy, I think that will help her. If she can get some ability to walk even a short distance, again, I think that would help her. At this point, it's just if she stands on her own, it's for a minute or less, and if she can walk, it's 5 or 6 steps, or with the assistance of somebody, obviously, to make sure that she doesn't fall back. A lot of instability. If she gets to her feet, she's very quickly going to fall over or start sliding down on a chair, which you just never want to see. This is all of a sudden you thought somebody was sitting upright, and you go in and all of a sudden she's down near the floor at that point, and she doesn't have any ability to stop herself or to get back up. So this is where having a walker or a chair, wheelchair, some access, I find that even though the recliner is there, because of how much time she's been in the hospital bed and sores that came because as a result of that, that isn't as comfortable for her as just a straightforward chair, which I happen to have is has wheels on it. So it's great to get her into that, and then I can roll her throughout the house as needed. Again, still trying to get her to feel like she wants to be rolled into the dining table and we can sit and have a meal together versus in her little area and doing this on her own. Just really trying to bring her into what is going on in the household instead of feeling like she's insulated from it. I know she can't actively get up and help with the meal preparation or the cleaning or anything like that, but just to be active and involved with it, just to give her still something to hold on to and to be a part of. But it's still a long journey, and I feel like there's going to be many things that I have to learn and still overcome. But we had a good weekend, and I'm going to take that as the benefit. I am grateful for having that weekend. And work is work. Got to get it done. We have to make things happen for our clients as well as just day-to-day functions. But ultimately getting home and being able to focus there is a good thing for her, and it's my opportunity to make sure that she is cared for and knows that she is loved and that we are here to support her in whatever way we have to do. So thank you. I hope that your progress is moving along. I have heard from a number of people who have shared this journey with their parents and some of the things that they dealt with or struggled with, and one resounding comment that has come out, which is something that I really feel is apropos for my mother, because of I know her and how she has been all of these years, is that you do know your parent or family member better than perhaps someone else, maybe especially perhaps better than a new doctor coming in to treat. So having that history and being able to share or speak up for them is critical. And for that, I say thank you, speak up, be someone's support system and advocate for them. And thank you to all the caregivers. Talk to you soon.